Hi there, and welcome to the very first episode of the Matt Feret Show. As I've come to find out, this is actually something called episode 0, where I'm supposed to outline what the show is about and who I am, and welcome you, the audience, to the show. So welcome. I think it's sort of supposed to be a pilot episode, but it doesn't matter. Hey everybody, here we go. The Matt Feret Show is an on-camera interview format show broadcast on YouTube and various podcast outlets once every 2 weeks or so. The goal of the Matt Feret Show is simple. I interview interesting people, insiders and experts to help light a path to a successful retirement. Sometimes they may be relatively well known, but oftentimes not known at all. Just regular working professionals trying to make the world a better place by sharing their knowledge and perspective with us. The Matt Feret Show focuses on the health, wealth, and wellness of retirees, people over 55 or so, and caregivers helping out loved ones. It's not supposed to be your run-of-the-mill retirement financial planning show. I have meaningful conversations with experts who provide an insider's view to a wide array of topics and help people cut through the noise and navigate older adult and retirement issues like a boss. My name is Matt Feret, and as you probably already figured out by now, I'm also the host of the Matt Feret Show. And here's the part where I'm supposed to talk about myself, and even though I dislike doing so, here's a little bit of background. I spent a few years as a TV news reporter and anchor way back after undergrad, and I spent the last 20 years working on the inside of sales, marketing, operations, and the C-suites of America's Medicare health insurance companies. I'm also the author of a book series called Prepare for Medicare, The Insider's Guide to Buying Medicare Insurance, and run the prepareformedicare.com website, as well as the mattferet.com website. I've got a bachelor's degree, I've got an MHA, and I've also got an executive scholar certificate. I've been married for over 20 years to a wonderful woman. I've got 3 kids. I like going to concerts, hiking, biking, and recently took up cross-country skiing. Kind of feel like speed dating there, sorry. If that wasn't nerdy enough for you, I also really nerd out on things like personal finance, goal setting, personal development, exploring work and life hacks, retirement issues, and Medicare. Which leads me to the why I started the Matt Feret Show. Well, I've spent countless hours training Medicare insurance agents and financial planners and retirees themselves the ins and outs of Medicare. It's really complex, changes all the time, and some of the very smartest people I've ever met just don't get it. It's always seemed really odd to me that really important retirement and older adult stuff is glossed over by much of what's on TV, radio, and discussed on podcasts. All I ever hear about stocks, bonds, stocks, cryptocurrency, gold, buy, sell, 401ks, IRAs, annuities, life insurance, buy, sell, gold, cryptocurrency. It's just over and over. Getting older, preparing for retirement, and taking care of our loved ones and ourselves at the same time is so much more complex and dynamic than just stocks, bonds, and annuities on repeat. I kept looking for a show about the other really important older adult issues like Medicare, Social Security, health, wellness, caregiving from afar, multi-generational households, retirement time management, second careers, family dynamics, and so on. How about that book you've always been meaning to write now that you've got more time in your hands and a lot more experience? Wouldn't it be cool to talk to a book coach? How about a health coach? What are those all about? When was the last time you got more than 30 seconds with your pharmacist? The topics are endless. I couldn't find that show, so I stopped looking for it and decided to create it myself. That's the Matt Feret Show. It's also really fun for me because it combines my work experiences and passions all at the same time. Although I've been on live television and radio quite a bit over the years, this is my first ever show, and I'm not a full-time podcaster or broadcaster, so at this point, my plan is to release a new episode every 2 weeks. I'm actually pretty curious as to see how this goes. Like everything, hopefully the 5th podcast will be better than the 1st, and the 15th podcast will be better than the 5th, so thanks for going on this journey with me. Feedback is a gift, so please email me if you'd like to see or hear more about a particular topic. What really helps the show is if you subscribe to the show on your favorite podcast platform and also subscribe to the Matt Feret Show YouTube channel. You can visit the Matt Feret Show website at mattferet.com. That's ferret, like the animal, only it's misspelled. Spelled F-E-R-E-T, 1 R. mattferet.com. You can also sign up for the Matt Feret Show email list and check out my book series and more at prepareformedicare.com. Although I do not claim to be a social media wizard or even like it very much, you can also find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. I'll post to promote a new episode or some cool stuff, but if I'm honest, I rarely check in. Old-fashioned email. Hit the website and email me. That's probably the best way to get in touch. So that's it. This is the end of episode 0. Thanks for watching or listening, or both. Again, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit subscribe wherever you're listening or watching this. Until next time, to your wealth, wisdom, and wellness. The Matt Feret Show, related content, publications, and MF Media LLC is in no way associated, endorsed, or authorized by any governmental agency, including the Social Security Administration, the Department of Health and Human Services, or the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. The Matt Feret Show is in no way associated with, authorized, approved, endorsed, nor in any way affiliated with any company, trademark names, or other marks mentioned or referenced in or on The Matt Feret Show. Any such mention is for purpose of reference only. Any advice, generalized statistics, or opinions expressed are strictly those of the host and guests of The Matt Feret Show. Although every effort has been made to ensure the contents of The Matt Feret Show and related content are correct and complete, laws and regulations change quickly and often. The ideas and opinions expressed on The Matt Feret Show aren't meant to replace the sage advice of healthcare, insurance, financial planning, accounting, or legal professionals. You are responsible for your financial decisions. It is your sole responsibility to independently evaluate the accuracy, correctness, or completeness of the content, services, and products of, and associated with, The Matt Feret Show, MF Media LLC, and any related content or publications. The thoughts and opinions expressed on The Matt Feret Show are those of the host and The Matt Feret Show guests only, and are not the thoughts and opinions of any current or former employer of the host or guests of The Matt Feret Show, nor is The Matt Feret Show made by, on behalf of, or endorsed or approved by any current or former employer of the host or guests of The Matt Feret Show.